Welcome. This is Datta Prasad Chirgurkar, Assistant Professor, Department of Political Science, MES College, Zuarinagar, Goa. Title of the unit is Karl Marx. Name of the module is Karl Marx on Theory of Class War. In this module, there is an introduction, theory of class war, criticism, and conclusion. After learning this module, you will be able to understand what is class war and also critical analysis of class war. Theory of class war is propounded by Karl Marx. Karl Marx was a great political thinker. He believed that class war exists in a capitalist society. Class war is an extension of dialectic materialism. Capitalist society involves two major classes, and these classes have antagonistic interests. One class is capitalist class, also called as bourgeois class. Now, bourgeois class controls means of production. They have a control over production, and bourgeois are those people who invest money or capital into industries and they establish the industries. On the other side, there is labor, or also they are called as proletariat. Now, proletariat or laborers are the people who work for wages. Theory of class war is derived from dialectic materialism. Dia means two. Material means wealth, money or funds. So, there is always struggle for material between two classes. That is what Karl Marx believes. He believes that since antiquity, there is a class war in society. Any kind of society has a class war, and this is going on since history, since antiquity. There is one class who always dominates on other class, and this particular situation results in a class war. So there is always misuse of power by one class, and there is always oppression of majority. So there is a minority section which controls means of production, and this class tries to oppress majority people. That is the reason Karl Marx also believes that human history is nothing but the history of class struggle. He says that classes are result of system of production. Class is an economic identity. Generally, according to Karl Marx, there are two classes in a capitalist society. One is haves and other one is have-nots. Here, haves means capitalists or the bourgeois class, and have-nots means laborers or proletariat. Capitalists employ labor, and the labor is desperate for work. Any kind of labor cannot be stored. Every labor is in need of work, and a labor cannot wait. Class conflict occurs because the means of production is exploitative in nature. Here, laborers are exploited by the capitalists. Laws are pro-capitalist and anti-labor. That means in any given state, Karl Marx believes that laborers never have support of law. Law always helps capitalists. And capitalists deprive labor of surplus value. Surplus value means the excess money or the profit which is generated after the production process. Capitalist tends to expand the trade. They always want more and more profits, so they tend to expand the trade. And for expanding the trade, they establish big factories. And big factories also need mechanization of production. So they establish huge machineries, and because of this, their dependence on labor tends to decrease. When they have more and more machinery, they need less and less labor. Because of this, the bargaining power of capitalist increases and the bargaining power of labor tend to decrease. In market, we are able to see more supply of labor than the demand of labor. When there is more supply of labor than the demand of labor, laborers are paid less wages because there are more number of laborers in market and labor market becomes more and more competitive. As a result of this, there is impoverishment of labor. When labor is paid less salary, labor becomes more and more poor. The gap between haves and have nots tend to increase. That means the capitalists become rich and richer and laborers tend to become poorer. Now, this situation creates tensions between both the classes. There are differences and there is antagonism of interests. Social relations tend to be different. This means in social activities, capitalists and laborers do not come together. They have different activities and different sphere of activities. Because of this, even cultures tend to be different. Capitalists always tend to exploit laborers and they use state apparatus to exploit the laborers. That is the reason Karl Marx considers state as an agent of bourgeois class, that is the agent of capitalist class, because state serves interest of capitalists. State apparatus is controlled by capitalists. Exploitation and impoverishment leads to labor consciousness and outrage. Because when there is more and more exploitation, when there is poverty, laborers tend to think, laborers tend to analyze the situation, and they realize that they are in problem because of the capitalist and capitalist system. So they believe that it is inevitable to destroy the system of capitalism. And capitalism also has inbuilt seeds of destruction because there are tendencies of monopoly in capitalist system. How the monopoly is established? When the big capitalists establish big factories and they have mechanization, the competition is less, they can sell products at cheaper prices. As a result of this, smaller capitalists are pushed out of competition. Over a period of time, these capitalists become proletariat. That means the small entrepreneurs become laborers. So, the laborers or the proletariat cooperate to overthrow the capitalism. Capitalists try to explore international market. We have seen multinational corporations. In India also there was East India Company. So when you have multinational corporations or when you have big capitalists explore international market, there is rise to international cooperation of laborers also. So laborers try to cooperate at international level. Capitalists always try to keep laborers in ignorant situation. They want to keep laborers in miserable situation so that they will never be able to organize any kind of revolution. But this situation creates hostility between the two classes, that is capitalists and laborers. And when there is labor consciousness, when there is proletariat consciousness, and when at international level also laborers tend to cooperate, they establish communist revolution. They organize communist revolution, which is violent. And after communist revolution, the laborers or the proletariat take control over the means of production and there is establishment of classless society. The famous words of Karl Marx are, laborers of the world, you have nothing to lose but the chains should be remembered. When we talk about criticism of this theory, we can say that this theory is quite utopian. That means it is imaginary and quite an unsound theory because lot of things in this theory are not convincing. There is oversimplification of theory and there is reductionism also. That means the entire society is reduced into only two classes, that is proletariat and bourgeois. But this never happens. There are many classes and many groups in a given society. At the same time, Karl Marx has neglected the social conditions. Social conditions can be different, they can be numerous, and they also play an important role in a given situation. At the same time, class struggle is not inevitable. Class struggle can always be averted, and capitalism has been successful in averting class struggle. This means the way Karl Marx had said, the communist revolution never ever happened in an industrial society or in a capitalist society. So the prediction of Karl Marx has proved to be untrue. Now, beyond this, we can also say that Karl Marx has ignored many other classes in society. So, as to conclude, we can say that Karl Marx has given best analysis of system. He has been successful in giving detailed analysis, critical analysis, but his theory is quite utopian and unrealistic. Existence of numerous dimensions in capitalist society makes it complicated. It is not so easy to draw the conclusions the way Karl Marx has done. At the same time, we should not forget that this theory has been successful in exposing reality, which cannot be ignored. It has been successful in exposing the kind of injustice, the kind of exploitation and oppression which takes place in an industrial society. These are my references. Thank you.